Hello everybody, welcome back to Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. I am the Blues 32. This is Dr. Cranium. Let's talk with him. Greet, Dr.
You say hello,
God.
scientist.
Louder than I thought.
Welcome to my laboratory. You must have more than the usual intelligence and perseverance to have made it in here.
Let's lower the volume a little further. God, that hurt.
You introduce yourself to Dr. Cranium.
It's still
and
too
tell him a
loud.
little about your adventures.
I should be most interested to hear about your travels and your scientific discoveries along the way. Unfortunately, I have very little time for that right now. Perhaps we can discuss your adventures when you next return.
Perhaps. So, how you doing, Doc?
My name is Dr. Cranium. I am Moldavia's chief scientist and a certified genius. Some call me mad, but I much prefer Dr. Cranium.
Well, that's a good name.
Ah, yes, science. I'm glad you asked. Science is the process of systematically increasing our knowledge of the world through observation and experiment. Unfortunately, some of the townspeople here seem to have no concept of the wonders of science. Some of them even claim my little inventions are magical. Such poppycock. There's no such thing as magic. Still, the townspeople insisted that I should be able to use my magic to cure wounds and sickness. I told them that I am a scientist, not a doctor, but they wouldn't listen.
Of course not.
I had little choice but to concoct some simple elixirs. They were childishly pleased. Science is really so simple once you understand it.
Really? Well, as it so happens, I had to use my phone to take pictures of the, well, you'll see.
If you want to improve your stamina, then you should make sure you eat a healthy diet from all the different food groups and get plenty of aerobic exercise. That is science.
She blinded me with science.
Oh, you must mean my patented healing drink. You may have my last one.
Oh, thank you.
Unfortunately, I have forgotten the formula for its main ingredient. If you can help me remember it, I will be able to make some more healing drinks, although the work is very time-consuming.
Yeah, well, let's see here. Laxa something or other. Ah, here we are. It should be Earth. I said Earth. Thank you. Water, earth, water.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
Alright, poison cure.
Oh, you must mean my new universal poison antidote. You may have this one, but I will need some help with the formula to make more. Also, I am afraid I only have time to make one each day.
Something. Ah, here it is. Water, pizza, earth, wind.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
Why is it so loud? Phooey.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one.
Oh, why thank you.
Experiments are the meat and drink of science. First, you must come up with a hypothesis based on your understanding of the scientific elements. Then perform an experiment to test the hypothesis. Afterwards, you have a pizza.
Oh, pizza.
Pizza is a crucial ingredient in many scientific formulae. There is a nearly infinite variation in its effects, depending on whether one starts with pepperoni, mushrooms, artichokes, or plain cheese. One should always order extra pizza in case the experiment requires additional materials. Besides, science is hungry work.
Yes, I agree. Because I like pizza.
Earth is for solidity and stability. Air gives freedom and movement.
I see.
Fire provides power and energy.
Yes,
Water,
yes.
fluidity, and life. Pizza, of course, is the most important element of all.
Why?
Pizza represents the essence of well-roundedness and regaining strength. Most importantly, you can have it delivered in under half an hour in most areas.
Oh, that's always nice. Not true.
A hypothesis is a scientific guess. One predicts the result of an operation, performs an experiment to test the prediction, then has a pizza to celebrate the result. It is very important to stay flexible, however. Sometimes the experiment may give a different result than predicted by the hypothesis.
Such as...
Since real scientists don't like to make mistakes, we always write the hypothesis in pencil.
Well, that's wise.
There is, of course, no such thing as magic. There is only science.
Science!
Still, you would be amazed at how gullible some people are. Just the other day, someone gave me this scroll saying it was a magical spell. Can you believe that? It is purest poppycock. Nothing on here makes any sense whatsoever. Here, you may have this as a reminder that magic is a figment of fevered imagination. Only science is real.
Obviously, Dr. Cranium needs to take a correspondence course from the famous wizard school. As you read the scroll, you find that you have learned the
that's a good one.
incantations and gestures with which to cast a glide spell. Then the scroll vanishes.
There, you see, it was not even a very good piece of parchment. Fell right apart.
Well, that really doesn't... No.
Igor is the gravedigger and tombstone carver. Business has been slow lately, perhaps because there are very few people left in town. So Igor sometimes comes in to help me with my work. Igor has had less work of late. The forest is just as dangerous, but there aren't very many people left in town who are stupid enough to go out there at night, you know. I like to think of it as a sort of evolution in action.
Well, I suppose so.
Igor is carving out quite a niche for himself in the gravestone business. You might say he is well on his way to becoming a rock star. Then again, you might not.
Is there a way to turn this... Okay, I think that did it.
The cemetery is outside of town to the east. It has proven a fruitful source of materials for my experiments. There are also some interesting and cryptic puzzles to be solved there.
You don't say.
Essential etheric fluid is an important ingredient in my formula for reanimating dead bodies. It contains the essence of the element of water, the most important ingredient in life science. This laboratory is where I perform some of my most important research. Lately, I have been trying to bring life back to a dead body and to brew the perfect cup of tea.
How's that been going?
The one alchemical combination that I have thus far been unable to fully analyze is that of a good cup of tea. I'm sure there must be a way to duplicate the effects of nature, but the results have not been promising so far. Perhaps you would like a cup of spearmint and beefsteak tea? I thought not. This is even harder than rehydration solution and reviving dead tissue.
I can see how that would be difficult.
Reanimating the dead is just another day's work in the life of a scientist. Even science cannot bring a person back right the way they were, but one can use scientific principles to restore the semblance of life and energy to formerly dead flesh.
So how's that been going for you?
Research is the heart and soul of science.
Is there
Without
any
constant
You're not really telling me much, are
experimentation
you,
to
Doc?
prove or disprove one's hypotheses, the scientist is left trying to solve the world's problems by guesswork. That is hardly the most efficient way to achieve results. I try to maintain a modest selection of useful experimental equipment in my simple laboratory. Unfortunately, it has become very difficult to obtain the most modern scientific accessories since the road out of the valley became closed by the swamp.
Yeah, stupid swamp.
Mad? Mad? They all call me mad, but what do they know of madness? I am not mad. A bit perturbed about the world situation and how I get so little respect, perhaps, but certainly not mad.
Well, you're kinda mad.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. I want more
You
empty
ask?
glasses.
Of course.
You are?
Okay, that should do it. Well, maybe one.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, that'll do. Well, I gotten everything I can out of him, so I
You
should
say
bid him
goodbye
adieu.
to Dr. Cranium.
Please be careful not to break the beakers or crack the flasks on your way out.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Come back and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
Can do. Now, I think I'm going to go to the Thieves Guild after all. Because I kind of need the toolkit in order to disable traps. I'd really rather not just have to, take the trap. You know? Why can't I hear Igor hitting the thing? There we go. So, can we talk about the fluid? No, we cannot. Well, fine then. So yeah, rather than just take the brunt of any curse or whatever, or not curse, it's more like poison gas most of the time, or an explosion. Rather than just, tanking that, I'd rather try, being smart about it. Climb the rope. What? Why didn't you look at it this time?
It is said that a man's
You looked at it last time. Well, screw you then. Now I might not know how to do
this
this.
place appears.
Take the rope and grapnel. I think it's something to do with these hooks, but I can't remember what it is.
You need to
I
rotate the...
know.
Look around the room.
I know.
Turning each of the hooks
Thank you.
affects a different number of other hooks. The thief marks under the desk suggest the best order to rotate the hooks and where to go next. Hint: there's no... You fiddle with the hooks.
Okay, I kind of just gave up. Because I couldn't remember how to do it and it wouldn't let me look.
You climb down the ladder into a seedy-looking room. A massive door blocks off a smaller room in the rear. This isn't as dusty as the Adventurers Guild, and the torches look recently lit. Your eye is drawn to the Thieves Guild recruiting poster on the back wall. It gives you fond memories of your home guild.
Which I
Behind
shouldn't
the
have because I'm a
innocent-looking
wizard.
surface of this room lies great danger. You sense that traps for the unwary are everywhere.
Yes, sir. What do we have here?
This is a Thieves Guild recruiting poster, featuring a sophisticated worldly master thief. In an early excess of 3D poster art techniques, the artist has arranged the poster so that the thief is holding an actual plastic card. A legend at the bottom says, "Don't thieve home without it."
Why would you thieve your own home? Just give me that. Take the guild card. What do we have here?
Rummaging around under the floor drain, you find a round knob with a point on one side, which you pick up. Thieves have had to clean up after themselves since a few unfortunate accidents with maintenance personnel.
Tragic. What else we have?
On close examination, you find some scratches that might be...
Look... Well, I think that's just to say look under there.
Ah, you found a hidden safe. It sounds pretty safe.
Well, I suppose it does. What's this?
Ah, you...
I think I'm gonna get poisoned here.
You'd better not.
Well, I don't care.
You're kidding. You'd better...
I need the thing!
You'd better...
Fine. No, that's not it. No! The card. Use the card to unlock the door.
You slip the guild membership card between the doors and unlatch the lock. Your guild card. Don't leave home without it.
What do we have here?
There are a number of fascinating books about... Of special interest is the one on disarming traps. It says that with the new Mark II Thieves toolkits and a bit of skill in picking locks, you can locate and disarm almost any mechanical trap.
That's
In the
good.
section on surviving magical traps, the book suggests taking up religion. There is also a book on thief marks that tells you all about this. There are a number of...
No. Okay. I need the combination. Look under the barrel and... God, this is hard.
A single tapped barrel. There does seem to be something under this barrel, but you've got no clue of what to do with it. There's nothing in...
Search for
You
traps.
found a particularly diabolical poison gas trap. You'd better not.
What do you mean? I just... Oh...
You're kidding.
I'm beginning to think I can't actually do this. Looks like I'll be tanking those traps after all. Well, maybe there's something behind the poster.
The poster is firmly...
Anything on the stairs? No, there's nothing on the stairs.
It doesn't...
What about this?
There's nothing in... You don't see any way to open the safe.
Oh. The clue is written on the safe itself. That's my mistake for not noticing that before. Let's see.
Now that you've replaced the safe knob, the Filch safe looks ripe for the cracking. You know, kind of like a walnut. To open the safe, you will need to spell out the combination with alternating right and left turns.
So, yeah, it should be F I L C H.
You quickly rifle the opened safe. Unfortunately, it looks... You do find 5 throwing daggers placed here for, well, safekeeping.
Oh, piss
The
off.
only other usable thing in the safe is a single lockpick, half buried in dust in one corner. You grab the lockpick and the daggers.
Yeah, we can pick the lock on this.
Ah, that did it. Inside the desk you find a complete and hardly used Mark II Thieves toolkit. It has all the latest facilities for opening the toughest locks, cracking safes, and disarming mechanical traps. There is one lockpick missing from the set, so you add yours to it. You also find a fancy match set of 3 throwing daggers, which you add to your collection. Finally, you find some sort of diary or logbook in the desk. The title of the book reads, Memoirs of a Master Manipulator. Modest, eh? You take it out and set it on the desk, but it's a little heavy to carry around with you.
Okay.
You leaf through an interesting entry speaks of a proposed night raid. A later entry in different handwriting. It says,
Bad boys
Bad boys yell, good girls giggle, rich girls run. Not quite on the same standard as a nighttime castle raid. One of the final entries says, Fred and Frank caught out at night without hooks. Fred is dead and Frank sank. I'm the last. An ambitious thief will try to prosper by hook and by crook. The log closes with some incoherent ramblings about passing the deadly tentacled beast, then the horror, shadows of darkness enfold me, madness and mockery in the dark one's chamber. Sounds as though the author was in a chemically modified state.
High is what he meant. Excuse me. Can I open these now? Disarm trap.
You set up the thieves' toolkit and try to...
Oh, gosh. Ah, crap. Booyah!
You have successfully disarmed the safe.
What's in the safe?
You crack the safe using the Mark II
excellent.
toolkit. You take the healing potion, throwing dagger, and 5 crowns someone was foolish...
Hope this isn't damaging my honor any. Yeah, my honor's good. I mean, come on, it's not like anybody actually lives here.
You set up...
Would you obey me? I'm telling you to do things. You can't just ignore me. There we go.
You have successfully...
Now we can crack it.
Using the Mark II toolkit, you quickly manage to get the safe open. Inside you find 6 crowns,
Which is
a
nice.
throwing dagger, and a potion labeled Poison Cure. They seem a fitting reward for your efforts, so you take them.
Groovy. Well, if you ever play this as a thief, you now know what to do,
You
don't
depress
you?
the barrel tap, but nothing comes out. Instead, the barrel slides across the wall to reveal some sort of mechanism. This is a door unlocking mechanism.
I know.
To operate it, push each of the tiles until all 9 tiles have been set to the correct pattern to open the door.
Gee, I wonder what it could be. Bad boys yell. Good girls giggle. Wait, rich girls run. Oh dear God, kill it!
Oh, you found my secret passageway. You must excuse me. I'm not quite myself anymore. Oh, don't worry. I won't hurt you. It is good to talk to someone again. It has been so very long since anyone has been here.
Shades of
but
Kafka.
I'm forgetting my manners. Welcome to Mordavia. I am the chief thief here. I'm also the only thief here other than you, but that is beside the point.
Well, this is disturbing. And we were going to find out how this came to be a little later. Until then, I am the Blues32. This is Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. And I would like to bid you all adieu. TTFN, ta-ta for now.